welcome to Kia Speaks again, and I'm Kia. I'm so happy to see you guys this week. Technically, I can't see you, but you can see me. I am well, I am healthy, I am happy. I have joy. That's more important. And so with all the craziness that is happening, we should talk about change. Like, everyone is talking about change, like they're changing holidays. Like, we about to have our own holiday, Juneteenth. Paid holiday in the state of Virginia where I am, and so just a lot of changes are happening policy wise. People are doing things that they normally wouldn't do. Like the owner of Netflix has decided to donate his personal money, his and his wife's money, to HBCUs, Morehouse and Spelman, and where he would normally give it to his PWI, the school that he graduated from, but he decided to do something different to provoke change. So we got to do this. So let's do this. Let's do it together, and let's meet each other at the finish line. Like, we have to. Like, this is no question a thing that we have to do. And so we're going to talk about change. And I'm more concerned about your individual change. But guess what change does? It helps you reach those professional and interpersonal goals that you have for yourself. To whereas it starts affecting the other parts of your life, your relationships with your friends, your family, your boo, your man, your whoever. You know, all those things start to change, and you start to perceive things differently. And how we all get messed up is just perception. How we communicate with each other, the things that we don't say and should say, and then sometimes the things we say and definitely shouldn't have said. And so we're going to work on those behaviors, those things that keep us hindered from living out to our fullest potential or seeing the fruit that we want to see out of our lives. So let's talk about change. So change is a whole process. You got several stages to change. And so one of the stages is called pre-contemplation. Pre-contemplation. So pre-contemplation is when you're thinking about change. You don't have a plan. You don't even know for sure if you really want to do it or not, but it's a thought. It came across, and probably just as soon as it came, it went. That's pre-contemplation. Like, there's probably a lot of things. Oh, I want to go to Jamaica, or that's changing location, or it could be something. I need to start a diet. Like, as soon as you say it, it's gone. And so so that's pre-contemplation. And then you have contemplation. Contemplation is a little bit different, where you're actually thinking about it, and then you actually start thinking about, like, there may be some steps that I can take to actually get here. Not to say that you actually got up, the nerve to actually do it, but you're thinking about it, and it's a little bit more of a focal point. This is where I need to change in my life. So that's contemplation. Then you have determination and preparation. So these are the steps that you're taking to actually live this thing out. If it's weight loss, if it's being a better mom, being a better dad, changing the way you speak to people. Like, these are steps that you've actually considered that would make you change how you handle those situations or people or circumstances. And so that's preparation and determination. Then you have action. That is where you said, I'm doing this. Like, nothing is going to stop me. I got this. I'm going to change. I'm going to be better. I'm going to live healthy. I'm going to save more money. Like, this is where you make it an action plan. You live it out and you carry it out. And then there's maintenance. Maintenance, where you're maintaining that change behavior, where you're on a steady and you just cruising down the highway of life because you made some positive changes in your life and you're keeping it up. And then there's termination, is termination when you have just completely did a 180. Like, yeah, those things that were in your past, or they staying back there, they're in your past, they're not resurfacing. It's almost like you have an addiction to something and you're trying to break the habit. That's exactly what this is like. That's change. And so we want to get to the place where we're making positive changes in our life so we can have and see the overflow of what it is that we were created to be and all that we aspire to be. But we can't do it if we're stuck in this mindset or stuck in this frame of, yeah, this is how I am and this is how I'm always going to be. I want you to talk to the person who has said that. Look at their lives and see if that's where you want to be in the next 10 to 15 years. Go ahead, take a look. Peep at them. Go on, open your door. Look out your window and see. Or better yet, look down the hallway. It might be somebody in your household. So this is what change is about. It's making decisions, it's keeping it up, and doing what's necessary to be a better fruitful you. I will tell you though, in between determination and action, there is something called relapse. Well, you might go back to some of those old behaviors. You know how we do, ladies. We tell him, I ain't talking to him no more. He get on my nerves. I hate him. That joke come ring that doorbell. He comes and say something nice. He send you that text. Oh, I'm thinking about you. Hey, what's up? He'll hit you up, and then we back to the same old stupidity. That's relapse. That's one way of looking at relapse in terms of relationships. But, you know, that's different, you know, when you involved with somebody, you like them and all that kind of stuff. But that's just an example of what a relapse looks like. You know, when you broke up with somebody, you tell them, I'm getting him out of my system, I'm not dealing with him no more, and then you end back up with him. Fellas do it too. Y'all start this stuff. But nevertheless, I digress. So the whole idea is that we change. So what I need you to do is think about something in your life that you are comfortable, and this is key, not something that someone else told you that you need to change about you, but what are you recognizing you that you need to change? What is that thing? And so I encourage you to find that one thing that you're comfortable with. Write it down. Comfortable and know you need to change. Like that's a decision or something you thought about for yourself. So I will tell you over the last several years, like I've changed a lot. Like when I tell you I was a hot girl, what? I had to slow all that down. And when I say a couple of years, it's probably been over 10. It's been over 10 years. You have to change your ways. You got to do something different. You're getting older, girl. You can't do like you do when you was in 20s. In my 20s, what? I digress. And so now, you know, my life has changed, and I'm thankful for it because I had a mindset shift, but more importantly, this is the part I want you to really hear. I had a heart shift. So a lot of times the changes that we make are oftentimes changes we make up here, but we haven't really made them in our heart. And so although we think it, can we really make it a heart decision to change? And so I want you to challenge yourself. Find that thing that you can make a heart decision about to change so you can be better. And it only takes one thing at a time. So I will share with you my story. So like I said, I had to do a lot of changing and over several areas. Like somebody would say, this girl was a train wreck. And technically, I was a functioning train wreck, like most of us are. But, you know, I had my own challenges. So the one story that I shared this early in the game is about self-esteem, like how I saw myself. Oh, she's pretty and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that crap didn't matter to me. I didn't care about how you thought I looked or how well I dressed. I even hate that stuff now. But I do like wearing clothes. A whole lot, but that stuff didn't matter to me because I want people to see me for what I have up here and how I treat you, how I carry you in my heart, like how I care about you, how I support you, how I help you. All of this stuff, yeah, that means nothing to me in terms of compliments and things of that nature. What I really appreciate is when somebody can see my hustle, see my heart, see my mind, see my work ethic. Those things matter to me versus the external stuff. And so, but I didn't always see those things in me. And so, although I may have had, and I wasn't always cute, girl, let me tell you, or young man or men, I wasn't always cute now. Like, I had a look, but like I had glasses. Like I grew up heavy set. Like I've always been a heavy girl, always been a thick girl. From an early age, so we'll call it fat. So I've always been that, and then I would say like my senior, junior year, sister got on the track team, that weight dropped, and she started hitting it. She was